But what you need to know about Mercer, I think their offense. There's a couple key guys on here. Some of them are really good at pass blocking. Some of them aren't. Some of them are good at run block. Some of them aren't. You kind of got a little bit of both. The quarterback is a true freshman with Neubauer. He looks to be very cerebral to me. He looks like he knows how to get rid of the ball fast. Um, but I want you to watch and see. It looks like some. I didn't have that many plays in here, but he throws low balls. JT, I think they're going to be batted down. Um, so let's talk about their offense right now. I think that they're not very good at accepting twists. So they are in the whites when you're looking at this. First, I wanted you to see the guys on the track. If you look at my arrow back there, you got the servicemen back there watching the game, playing against VMI. So you got the military guys. So I thought that was kind of cool. You get some front row seats back there. I wonder if they had to pay for them or not.
Well, considering what the score was at the end of the game, they didn't get to use that at all.
I'll wait till you see later. I think their favorite runs are outside zone encounters. Maybe Joe T saw something a little different. I say favorite runs, but all right. So I pointed to this guy here. Their left guard, better pass blocker than run blocker. Check him out. This is a linebacker just hip tossing this dude.
Yeah, that's not.
I don't know how that's going to work with our guys. I mean,
that's not funny. I'm sorry.
I know we're not here to make fun of the guys. We're trying to give you the coaching points because you can't underestimate anybody, right? That's why you play the game.
I've just never seen that before.
Just so hey, we're here just to let you see what's going on. Quarterback is like I said, he throws the ball low, in the pocket, out of the pocket. I'm going to predict 4 to 5 batted balls. He's not a very good runner. Okay. I think what I say, he's out, put the ball out kind of quick. It's the left guard again.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the guy at the track. I just feel like, at the military school, it's like, is this a sniper back here? What do we got going on back here? You go take out some news with the camera. So the guy ducks his head. Again, we're not here to embarrass anybody, but the running back doesn't block anybody. So I don't know if we're going to blitz, if we're going to just play base defense.
I mean, right now, doesn't seem like you have to.
No, you probably can win some one-on-one matchups. I mean, if we're just stronger and faster. Now, their center is really good. I'm talking about one guy, but the center seems to be playing very well. What did my talking points say?
Nice smoke and mirrors.
Oh, yeah. They ran a lot of stuff in here, but this is just a couple plays later, and you got two different people back here with cameras and stuff. So I'm just I was stuck on the people on the track. I had a little bit of JT's ADD stuff that he has when cameraman's running all over the place.
Oh, you want to talk about cameraman running all over the place? Hold on, now I gotta go back and do this tangent. I can't believe you didn't
on one of the touchdowns.
Yeah, it was this one here because I was looking and I was like, hey, at like when during this sequence does the guy show up to get the close up?
He ain't come from way over there.
Pretty early. He's here. He's here.
Oh, okay.
He showed up already.
Oh yeah, he getting it.
So I was trying to figure out like at what point, like when he was, because he's standing in the end zone, right? So
you think somebody in his ear, go 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 go.
I wonder if he just he gets to about right here and he's like, yeah, this dude's about to score. Let me start, because I need to start paying attention to when anybody has what looks like a breakaway and they get caught before they get in the end zone. I want to know if the cameraman
goes back
is already there. All right, but anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of smoke and mirrors on that thing. Just people going all over the place. I thought it was It's good design. I mean, you have to be sound. You got to know what's going on because they're running stretch. You got a motion guy. I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on. The
Yeah,
guys
well, they
coming
got the
around,
cameraman.
So it makes a good run. Now, they're not as fast as they need to be. I think our overall team speed is pretty good, but that's a well designed play. We got to be sound. You just can't be guessing, uh, or you potentially could give up a big play like this, even though we may catch them. Okay.
Yeah, he said wide receiver finds a place to sit. So we're looking down here, sitting in this big old patch of grass, not covering himself up.
Yeah, linebackers are heavy on the run. Again, it's playing sound football. If you think, what's the question down there? I would say worried about these guys.
These Mercer dudes falling on legs.
Well, uh, I would say that I think they've been pretty sound for them. When you start watching most of the game, I mean, it could happen, but
Well, I mean, it's
I
usually
guess that
if you're playing with good technique, you're shooting your hands and getting separation. You regardless, you usually don't have that problem. It's when you're leaning on people and you're not moving your feet. That's when you get rolled up on.
yep. So look at the pass again, JT. Just from that back end again, it's just
Oh, I
it's
see. Yeah, real
it's
low.
low. All of his stuff is not up front. He throws a lot of low balls. I think they're teaching them to get their hands up, doing a lot of slide protection. And say if you see him get ready to throw, get your hands up because you're bound to get a tip ball. Okay. I don't know if I had a talking point on there.
You do. It's here. I think your talking point is about these dudes.
Oh, I could have been talking about them too because I don't think they were paying attention.
Yeah, because the quarterback's gonna get out and run here.
Yeah, they're not. I don't know what they're doing back there. They're just they're not even facing the field. You can't be down there just hanging out in the deep, man. You're watching the game. So anyway,
This was supposed to be a tight end throwback, but they actually covered this up pretty good. Staying at
yeah.
home.
So how many trick plays do we see? Because
All
if
of
you're
them.
overmatched,
All of them.
you gotta try to do something to
All
give
of
you.
them. You're gonna get that reverse. You're gonna get that tight end. That tight end throwback. Well, this is certainly not gonna happen. Um, we're gonna get hands on these dudes. We're not just gonna let them do this. This is unacceptable. I need to put that sound on here. Unacceptable. We're just not gonna touch anybody, nobody at all.
Now, and your safety got to cover both these guys because he's thinking they're both going deep, and you can't allow that to happen. So, I mean,
That
that's
dude,
just
this dude is not a safety.
now it's too.
He is two biscuits away from a D tackle.
And maybe you can talk about this in another episode of what happens when you send five, because I think they sent five on this, and you play cover two behind it. Let me make sure. Three. Yeah, it's the corner blitz or something from the top too.
Yeah.
So, it's always what do you do behind pressure, if you want to call it pressure with
Yeah.
five.
Yeah, I prefer if you're gonna send extra guys and you're gonna play zone behind it, I prefer 3 deep, 2 under. Not two deep, 3 under.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Because of this, you can't get your hands on anybody, and the guys run down the field. It's too easy.
Yeah, but for real though. I mean, look at this dude. That dude. If you showed me a picture of this guy and showed me a picture of this guy and asked me which one of these played safety, I would never in a million years would I have picked him.
Well, You know, me either because they both look like linebackers. But
All right.
or
Well, let's get to the
okay,
defense.
all right.
Okay.
I just put 4-man front light box starting out early. They don't do this the whole time. But the defense, I think you got multiple fronts. Um, sometimes they got 4-3 look, 4-1 look, 4-2 look. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I watched, I didn't get through the whole defensive clip, but I think I got through 42 ish plays. I think there's 60 something, so I got through most of it. Mercer likes to run man, a lot of man, at least based on this game. Maybe they'll do something different against Alabama. I don't know. We only got one game, and it's against VMI, so always got to take it with a grain of salt. But they ran a lot of man in this game, and they weren't particularly trying to hide it either. I mean, you can kind of just look right here and be like,
Oh, you're gonna know. Yes.
yeah, it's man. The other thing that I noticed is, especially when you start putting a wing or a sniffer back here, that's when you really start to see some tendencies and how you can exploit them other than just talent. So what you'll notice, what I think is actually kind of going on here, these three have man and he's probably got the back like this. But then once they motion, now we're locked here and that guy is free. So you can start moving guys around and you can automatically know who has your run support.
I'm shaking my head because there's no way they can do this against us. But I don't know.
Well, and the reason I put plays on here again was more to just like drive home the story and give all the examples rather than like big plays and things like that. So this is, I put another empty play on here. But yeah, so this is what we were talking about kind of pre-show of like an empty check where it looks like they're just going to play man straight across. And it's kind of what we just saw from Alabama, right? Except it's not empty. It was a 2x2 set and they had a back in the backfield. But this here is just kind of showing your hand. You're gonna get man, and there's probably gonna be somebody drop out of this. The thing that you have to be cognizant of if you're a quarterback is who that is and where he's going. And on this play, it's this guy that's gonna drop out. And
there's the other guy that drops out and almost got an interception.
Right. And he actually, to me, drops the wrong direction. Like, I understand why he's dropping this way. Because, like, if you just draw it on a board, you want him to get to the middle of the field, but the threat is right here. So
yeah, he should go straight back.
He's going the wrong direction. And they just, again, this is VMI. So, like, why we're stepping out instead of taking care of the guy inside, beyond me. I don't know. Don't get it. But yeah, don't do that.
Oh. Yeah. So we got to be alert for it. Oh, I just thought this was a good play for this guy. Open field. This is a hard thing to make. Makes an open field tackle out in the flat. But,
well, I want to add to this then too, because what I was talking about with this wing is when they have the wing, I don't think that the rules of their defense dictate that the safety takes him. I think it's the linebacker or the overhang. In this case, I don't know if he's a nickel or not. I didn't personnel him, but this guy becomes the free guy because whoever's responsible for the wing is going to be underneath somewhere. It's not going to be a safety. So if you know that, you know where your help is going to trigger from quickly. And like you said, that guy, he kind of has no real responsibility in the pass right away. And yes, we definitely would not block that guy. We would just expect to run past him.
Yeah, we'd run past him, so we'd have another blocker that you can't. It shouldn't run free like this. But that's why I just think we got so many. So we did answer that one question on what we do with empty. What did this say?
7-man boxes.
Oh, 7-man box. I don't know. Again, I guess it just depends on what they want to do. We still ran the ball against them on the 7-man box right here, but
yeah. So
you know,
this guy, I'm going to end up pointing him out a little bit later. I don't know what number he is right now, but this is the second play that I'd say that he doesn't have very good eyes. Because again, like, it is clear. It's very clear as you watch this. When you have a wing out here, this guy is not going to cover him. And if he's on this side, that guy is not going to cover him. It's going to be one of these dudes in here. So that said, his eyes immediately snap to double this guy, but he never even looks at the quarterback. And this is going to be a problem. You'll see it later because this is run all the way. And he gets in there, but he gets in there 11 yards down the field.
Yeah, that's way down the field. I think we got too many options. How about our film here with the antenna right in front of the camera? Yeah, this is unbalanced. The corner, so I was putting, hey, you still got that short edge. It's just like what we just saw.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do this.
Because if they run the same play and you run the running back around the edge and Jalen.
And they're not fat. They're not that fast.
I mean, they got to be looking at their field like, we can't do this. But I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You can run the same QB run from last week.
Oh, yeah, this is the back end. So, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't save the order. That's okay. That's why I wrote notes.
All right, so I just wanted you to see this guy on the left. One of them gets up the field pretty good, and these linebackers, I think they're one of the linebackers is running out of there on the left. It's just like he just doesn't want a whole lot of that contact right there. He probably needs to be taking that guy on a little bit better. The other linebacker kind of.
The other linebacker's not going. Like it's all fast flow. He needs to be right there.
Yeah, he doesn't go. So, I mean, then our guy's going to come through there, and he faster than this guy and more physical.
Yeah, he's going to try to run through too. Okay, so this is another empty right here. The difference now is last time this guy dropped out, but now he's going to go, and the guy inside of him is going to drop out. And it's, not anything dramatic, but if you got a hitch here and look at the direction he's going now he's in the way. Yep. And if you're too quick on this, or if you're a tad late and things like this could turn into an interception. Right?
Got a few guys dropping. Just got to be smart with the ball. And I don't know if they got some tendencies that we hadn't seen.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, they're dropping both times they dropped. They bailed out on this side.
Left. Yep.
So, if I'm watching film here, I'm thinking, hey, if we go empty and you get this, you probably need to look to your left.
It'll probably be in the first 15.
Yeah, just to go ahead and write your script and see
what it is. Let's see what they're going to do. If we want to come back to it, if it's going to be confusing.
Okay, so here, this is what I'm talking about. He's unlocked. There's only one receiver over here, and we already know we're going to get man right here. So he has his choice to help. Like, he can help. He's got run support, things like this, but his eyes are absolutely awful. The same dude. Eyes are bad. What do I mean? Let's peek into the backfield, kind of just look at what's going on in here. And what you're seeing right now is run all the way. And I'm not saying he needs to trigger right now. What I am saying is he probably needs to slow down just a little bit and actually like read the play. Except as we go on, now it's pass. It's a throwback. At this moment right now, he needs to say, I got to go get this dude.
Yep.
Except for he doesn't. He leaves. He leaves to go over this fade route.
Discovered.
And then don't want no part of this tackle. So it's like, look, if you're going to pick on somebody, like this is what you do. You put the wing on the other side and you tell this safety in particular, make a play.
I feel like this again, you could be trying some stuff too. Just put some stuff on film, the board, just to make Auburn start working on some stuff. That we ain't gonna run.
I don't remember why I put this one in here.
They're pretty big up front. Just so you know, they're not quite as tall. I don't either, but they have some athletic ability. We can't forget they're 9-1. We were talking about this before. They're ranked 9th in FCS football, so they're a good football team. What did I say?
So this is another one. This is the coverage. Okay, so I did like this from Mercer because it's like as soon as you start getting comfortable, again, you're thinking, man, maybe double over here. That guy and this guy's unlocked. This is what we've been talking about the whole time. Then they hit you with the psych, we're playing zone. That dude's not looking. He's not actually reading what he needs to read. Turns around and rips it right to this guy who's playing underneath.
Thank you. Can't guess what JT said. You got to be sound and solid every time. You may have some serious tendencies, but they can switch it up.
So here's VMI doing something that I think they should do, but then I think they totally botched it. Okay, so they give you the 2x2 look. Again, we're talking about the sniffer and their rules. So he walks in now. So now what happens? This guy is not going to cover him anymore. They're going to give this to the backer. So this guy is free, unlocked, and is ready to help and run support. So what you shouldn't do then is run the ball to the unblocked guy.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now, they don't on this play, but they do later on. But I really put this play on here because if this is... That's Ryan Williams right there.
Oh, we need that sound. We got a
meep.
course out of that.
And keep in mind, these guys' eyes they're not the best. Not the best.
Dude,
so he doesn't get the ball out. He ends up getting tackled, but
this could be bad. Hope the weather's good. They can let some fly and let these boys get out.
So here this is again, just hammering this point. That guy and this guy are not related. These two are. So maybe don't run it to the wing. Because how you can tell is like this guy leaves and he's not going with him. There's nothing doing in here for him. So all you're doing is getting that extra guy in the box to help make that tackle. And I think our coaches are smart enough to figure that out. And maybe they definitely have more games than we do, right? They're going to have all of the games. So maybe they don't do that all week, but based on what we got, again, it's these four are going to be responsible over here. He's going to sit and wait and try to fit somewhere. But here you go. Here's another one. We talked about this with LSU and A&M. This is a double push. Back leaves. There's four receivers over here. Probably where you want to go.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be fun to watch. It'll be good to see how we handle these, and
this is the last one here. I think
I didn't trade.
He gave a mix call. Looks like if that's the same signals, that's what we use. Mix, which means now I actually am gonna take this dude. He's mine, but now he's free because you just got a nub tight end over here.
There's no way.
But he doesn't go with him. So you're leaving the safeties to.
JT, there's no way they can do this. They just gotta go. So I'm surely they can't be going like hyping them guys up, saying they can just run with us and cover. Who's gonna cover Ryan Williams?
Well, no, I mean, even if you're not gonna run deep, like these guys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yards off. Like,
we'll run bubbles out there. Just
bubbles all day. Smokes. They might not even bubble. They might just have this dude turn around and just throw it to him and say, "Hey, number 4, come tackle me," because I didn't seen you on film running away from people. Put Kendrick Law right here and just say, "Hey, just go run that dude over. Make him quit."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know what we think we're going to see, and I think we're all on point. But I think when you're defensive coach, you got to put your guys in the best position to win too. And if you're not realistic enough to say, "Hey, we can't make them look like that on television," not too early, too fast. So our challenge has to be to start fast and be effective early, and don't play down and go ahead and try to step on their throats early. Put up as many points as you can first quarter, second quarter, and have this thing kind of out of hand by the time you get to halftime, and let your guys play into the third quarter, and then get them out. But again, you can't overlook anybody, but hopefully there's enough leadership for guys to say, "Okay, let's just take care of business and get out of here, and let's not make this any closer or any embarrassing in the first quarter because you're making mistakes, dropping the ball, fumbling, getting penalties, all this kind of stuff. Don't regress after the way you played against LSU." Hey everybody, George Teague here, formerly of the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Dallas Cowboys. So let me ask you a question. Are you an athlete or a coach looking to boost your online visibility? Well, you've got to check out On3. Their personalized web pages amplify the total you on and off the field. Whether you want to grow your visibility, build your brand, or simply show the world who you truly are, On3 is here for you. They showcase the complete person, celebrating your passions, perseverance, and the pursuit of excellence beyond sports. These web pages are the ultimate digital hub to elevate your brand and highlight your journey. So head on over to www.on3.io/microsites and get started with On3 today.